Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2017, and welcome back to Upton Farm. So we're over at the BGA, and it's the first day of autumn. I skipped ahead 2 days, 3 days, but I did grass work off camera. Oh, it was probably 6 or 7 hours of real world, like real life time to get all this grass in here. And it's, I forgot already, it's what, 400,000 liters? It's quite a bit of silage that we've got going. And it's been cooking, and it's at 90% right now. But as we skipped ahead on days, our sheep are not really doing well. They need some food. So we're going to run across the street, across the highway, where the T6 is sitting. And I have put a pallet of wool on the little Flegel flat deck, our little mini deck. So I put a pallet of wool on there. We're going to take it down and sell it. I don't think we're going to get a ton for it. Maybe we might get 10,000 pounds. And we are in debt. We're definitely in debt. We're 250,000 pounds in debt. But right now we're in debt. Like our checking account is at minus 13,000 pounds. So face tracking is working. At the moment, face tracking is working. Break off. Here we go. So we'll go down the hill here. We'll sell this wool, and then we need to get just a quick and dirty bag of grass. And I think I'm beginning to realize that my face tracking software might be what's killing our frame rate. I'm wondering now, because I had it when I was doing all that grass work off camera, I had the face tracking off. Okay, because this is like motion sickness theater right here. This is no good. I'm wondering, okay, something to think about, something to experiment with. But in the meantime, let me try to get things stabilized. And by that I mean, let me quit moving my head around. I'm really not moving my head though. That's the thing that's tricky to get this set up is there are curves and there are some various sensitivities and so forth as you have. And I want to get everything dialed so that it moves the way I want it to. And if you turn the curves down too far, it's not very responsive. You have to move your head too far, or the dead zone is too big, right? So nothing moves until your head is turned kind of significantly. You get what I'm saying. It's like setting up a controller, except instead of a controller, it's your face. So I want to get it set up just right, and at the moment, clearly it is not. Also, crops are ready to harvest. It's harvest time, finally. That's why oh, don't flip the tractor. That's why I had to hustle up and do that grass work off camera, was to get the, I'll remember where this is. Is it back here? I think it is. Yeah. Right, let's see what we get. We're at minus 13,000. I had to do the grass work off camera to... Oh. Alright. Moment. Borrow 10 grand. We're just all about the debt in this series. But we're about to not be, because we're going to pay off almost everything that we owe. When we sell that silage that's in the plant. But in the meantime, we need to get a single bag of grass for our sheep. And we're just going to take it up the hill. How do we want to do this? I know how we'll do this. Right. So, first, I'm going to lower this. release it. Yeah, that's got to be part of it, because I've had a great frame rate when I was doing that grass work with the face tracking turned off. Oh, that'd be a shame if that wasn't really, you know, doable. All right, let's do it. Okay, so then get lined up here. And also that bar across the top of the screen, I thought that had something to do with reshade and SweetFX, but now I'm starting to think that that is coming from the face tracking, because we did those about the same time, did we not? Hard to say. It's all running together. It's all turning into a big blur. Really? Oh god. Not even close. Perspective, man. I need some VR. Make this like real life. Right. Come on. Come on. Be good to me. Be good to me one time. One time. You know, I said to myself, when I woke up this morning, I said to myself, don't make any videos today. Just don't. It's not going to be worth it. And it's not. Let me just scoot it. What if we just scoot it? Yeah. I knew it was going to be this kind of a day. I just knew it somehow. Right. Do we get any lift at all? Oh, this is a nightmare. This is an absolute nightmare. Wow. Fantastic. Exactly what I wanted to do. Yes, that's what I was going for. Santa must have got my letter. Right. So then we come over here and we give it a little nudge. So I don't hit the, yeah, I don't want to hit the bar on the back of the deck. There you go. Perfect! Not really. Right. So, I'm going to get out and do this first, because if I don't do it now, wow. This is just going from bad to worse. No, that's the one I want. Come on, man. Right. That's what I want. Good grief. That's what I want. Yes! Alright, that'll have to be enough for now. Whew! You know what it may have been? After I did all that grass work off camera, I should have stepped away for a while. Right, so now I want to release all my straps and then put all my straps back on. Right. So professional. It's, yeah. I'm not going to go back in cab to get up the hill. Or should we? Yeah, let's try to be consistent. We're also recording at 60 FPS, and for the longest time I was at 30 FPS, and I kind of felt like that was good enough. I guess it was good enough, but it wasn't, you know, it was only good enough. So as we're getting closer to 100 episodes, I'm really looking to get the, I guess not the formula, but you know what I mean. The standard, the spec. Wow. I'm really sorry, folks. This is just sucking so bad today. And I have a lot of theories as to what the problem is. And I'm thinking that face tracking is it. Because it, by comparison, like, yeah, but that pausing and that stuttering, it wasn't doing any of that when I was doing grass work with the face tracking turned off. I'll have to see how this looks when I review. But and also the bar across the top, I don't remember seeing that for the past, for hours and hours. I wasn't seeing that, and now it's back. I think that's the face tracking. God, and it is just driving me crazy. I got used to not seeing it, and now that it's back, it's just really pissing me off. And this one, normally it goes away after a few seconds. This one, I guess, is going to be permanent. That's just going to be how we get down from now on. Fantastic. Oh, there it goes. Right. If I'm sounding a little cranky, it's because I'm a little cranky. Kind of over farming today, and I really should have, in hindsight, I really should have stepped away for a bit. Right. Let's get the sheep fed. And this will, in theory, if I get it close enough, it'll just start to fill automatically. Yep, there it goes. And I don't know if it'll take the whole thing. Perfect. So we will go now. How are they on water? Just do this while we're here. I just realized I left the gate open too. Not worried about it at the moment. Alright. So this is the sheep sorted for a minute. Just for a minute. So now we're going to go over to the VGA, and I may jump time ahead just a bit, so we can test our course that we laid in earlier, and see if it's going to work to unload the VGA so we don't have to do it manually. Pardon me. Need to be right where you are. Need to be right where you are. Beat it. Come on. Last chance. Alright. Oh, he's fine. He's fine. Ain't mutton but a gangster party. No. Don't patronize me. Right. We're going to try next episode with the face tracking deactivated, completely deactivated and not running, and see if that gives us any better or any different result. I'm really disappointed by that because I would like to use it, but it's one of those things where if it doesn't work, I can't use it. Yeah, and definitely, kind of thinking out loud as I say this, but definitely should have stepped away from the game for a minute. Oh wow, it's just like non-stop now. Yeah, definitely should have stepped away. I'm not in a bad mood. I'm just hard to explain. So where's a good place to put these? There's a little cubby over here. Alright. So that. And the reason I'm not accelerating time right now is some of the Black Panther group mods that we're using will, when you accelerate time, you also accelerate the hours on the vehicle, fuel use, oil use, everything. So it's better to wait until you're stopped with the vehicle turned off before you jump time ahead. Right. So go back here. Here. So brake, engine off. How are we doing on silage? 91%. And well, the animals are good. Oh, you know what? Crops are wet anyway, so we're not. Let's jump ahead. Our animals are going to be fine. And we can't do anything with crops anyway. Well, we can't do anything with crops anyway. Because we don't have a combine harvester. So I guess, well, I mean, if we go overnight, then the silage will definitely be done. It will probably be done tonight. Pardon me. It'll probably be done tonight. But it's going to be dark. So in that case, pardon me, so in that case we'll wait till 1700, which is when we can jump forward to tomorrow morning. 1700 or 1800. Let's try both. So here's 1700. We'll slow time down so we don't lose too much. Nope. It's going to make us wait till... Alright. Although... Well, I mean, there's nothing to be gained by working this evening in the dark, except we just get a jump on our dad. Let's see how, because we're at 95%, let's see how much light we have left when it gets to 100%. I'm guessing it's going to be too dark to see anything. I don't mind working in the dark, but I know it doesn't make for a very good video. Let's take a look. No, it's going to be too dark. Well, maybe. Yeah. It's going to be too dark because it's still got a few more ticks to go. 96. Yeah. So we'll slow this down. We'll jump to tomorrow. Hey folks, welcome back. We did have a game crash right there, so I had to go back and do a few things that we did before the last autosave. But it is now 6:45 in the morning, and our silage is done. Oh, we've been waiting for this. This is going to save our bacon. We have 401,000 liters, 400 tons. And at, let's check the price. At, give me a good price. Please give me a good price. 454 pounds a ton. Not great, but it's going to get us out of debt. Right, so I'm going to take the brake off. We're going to bring up Courseplay. We're going to load fill and empty shovel. And then we're going to load VGA front loader. All right. We need to see it because I forgot where we put our start point. Man, if this works. I'll be so excited if this works. Right. Let's turn this off so we get the full immersion. And we're going to... Whew, this is always so exciting. Drive course. And I'm going to hop out and see if it... See if we got it right. See how we did. And if this does work, I'm going to let it run a couple cycles. And then we'll call it an episode. I'll splice the two together. And you remember we did set our backup point pretty far back. Maybe a little further than we needed to. But I don't... Oh, God. I don't really trust Courseplay. So... let's set some speeds. Come on. Right. Keep the brake on. Perfect. Right, so we've got some speeds going now, and let's, is that right? Maximum speed, that's what we want. Okay, and let's put some beacon lights on, just because we like beacon lights. Work truck working. So we're going to back up. And then once again, we're going to tell it to start. Right course. There we go. And we may just need to wait for the back. Fantastic. Looking great. Well, I'm happier with the speed. Seems like it's, I mean, it's pretty stately. It's pretty, you know, Queen Mary, but better than going all buck wild. Right. Now very gently, there you go. Okay, okay, still a little frisky, but better. 8 is not 20. That's math. It took it, but that's really kind of shady looking. Let's turn the speed down a little bit more. Let's turn the speed down and see. I mean, this is really slow. And what we'll also do is, if we can get it right for a couple cycles and we know that it's working properly, then what I will do, well, also we'll have a little bit of money to work with. Might go buy a back weight. All right? We'll just drive down to the store, get a back weight, and come back up here and try it again. Come on. There you go. You got it. Confident. Confident. You scoop that silage. You scoop it. Beautiful. Yeah, I think we need a back weight. So if we can get this running, then we can leave and it'll just do its thing in the background. And I may pause it periodically. Reason being, I don't want to sell too much too soon and drive the price down. Better. Better. Now when I set this up, I thought we set it up right next to the hopper over here. I don't know why she's stopping so far back. What do you think? Re-record the course? Well, we can't really because we can't really re-record because the bunker is full. Let's see if we can link our endpoint and our start point. Is it going to take it? Barely, but it makes it. Okay, cool. So we'll let it run a couple cycles, clean up what's spilled on the floor, because that just, oh man, OCD be like, clean that up. So we'll clean that up, and then we will go get a weight, and then come back and try it again. And it could be that with a weight on the back, she will pull all the way into the spot that we had originally programmed, right? Because stopping so far back from the hopper, I don't know about that. But at the very least, we're making some money. I think this is the first money we've made. Well, we sold the wool. Nope, that's not going to work. Let us clean up what's on the floor. Go buy a weight and see if that helps. Let me check this too. No, that's... I think that's further in. Yeah, that's right there. Yeah. Okay, we'll figure it out. Let's go get a weight for now and see if that helps. If not, I guess we'll just have to let it be kind of ugly. Well, let's get rid of this for one thing. Let's get rid of that for the moment. And see how much a weight is. This is the only downside to being on a gamepad and having the flight stick configured for my loader tools. Right. See how much the weight is before we go down there. We might want to sell another couple scoops. Right. And there was a weight that I've been having really good luck with. It is this one, I believe. Yeah, this one right here. This one works pretty well too. Okay. Go with this little guy. So either way, we can afford one right now. So let's go do that. Drop this down. Face tracking is turned off, so we'll just drive down the hill, third person. Face tracking is turned off and we just got that bar again. So frame rate is better for sure. So I think the face tracking app does have something to do with that. But that bar has to be coming from Reshade Sweet FX, I think. It's hard to know at this point. Man, there's a part of me, I have to say, there's a part of me that's really looking forward to FS19 and being able to sort of reset. I wouldn't call it the drama. What's the word we're looking for? The frustration that we give ourselves when we mod these games heavily. There's a part of me, I will admit, that is looking forward to the day that FS19 is released. And I told you I did this when FS17 came out. I had 500 mods for FS15 and a dozen maps and maps that I loved, and there was a part of me that thought, you know, I bet I'll play FS15 again, just because 17 is out. Doesn't mean I'm going to abandon FS15. I'll keep it, and I'll keep all these mods, all the hours that I put into getting them collected and, you know, making them all work. I'll keep the game and I'll keep these mods. And a few weeks later, I deleted everything. So I think it might be kind of cathartic, you know, might be kind of a nice, like a ceremony, almost like a little ritual, that when FS19 comes out, I just delete FS17 and all my mods, like that same day. Just delete everything. You're gone. You're out of here. For all the frustration and all the game crashes. It's not like I'm punishing the game. It's a game. The game doesn't know. The game has no consciousness. But you know what I mean. Just for me and for us to be able to say, like, you know what, FS17, you're out. I'm done with you, and just delete everything. Maybe I'll do that. Right. So I think that 750, because we have some of the other, are they Hauer weights? Let me say Hauer. Forgot already. They are Hauer weights. Okay, let's do this one. 1,500 pounds. Should work just fine. Go this way. And we'll see with this on if it lines us up better to the hopper. Because I could have sworn when we set that up, and we did that pretty carefully, I could have sworn that well, I know we were much closer to the hopper. I could have sworn we really lined it up carefully. At the very least, we were closer. I think it was perfect. So we'll take a look, and if the weight helps, perfect. If not, like I said, we'll just have to let it run sort of busted, and then once the bunker is empty, then we'll delete that course and re-record it. Although, depending on how much money we make from Harvest, we may want to re-record it with a telehandler, because I wouldn't mind parking a telehandler. I don't think we'll go with a front loader now, too expensive, but I wouldn't mind getting a telehandler And it would be a different course, a different wheelbase, different everything. So if we laid in a course at the BGA for the telehandler to unload the bunker, then it would be different. It wouldn't be the same one that you'd use for a tractor with a front loader. So maybe we'll just wait and see how we do on harvest, because the telehandler's what, 100,000 pounds? God, we have so much. As much as we own and as much money as we've spent, we have so much more to spend. We have to get a combine harvester. We have to get another tipper, because the one we have now is a silage tipper, and, you know, fair's fair. You don't want to use a silage tipper for crops. That's just something not right about that. Sneak it through there. Sneak it through there. So we need to get another tipper. We need to get a combine harvester, either buy it or rent it. And now we're talking about a telehandler. We need to get mowers. We need to get butterfly mowers. Huh. That bar seems to happen more up here. No, we got a ways to go. Right. So I believe we can start from here. All right, wish us luck. Course is still loaded. Course is still loaded. Here we go. Let's see if this is any better. I feel like some of the points are not where we put them. You know, like they're where she drops the bucket. I feel like we had that set further in. I wonder if a course can get not corrupted, but like I wonder if the little waypoints and the little the diddly deet can get kind of wonky. It certainly seems a little wonky. Right. Let's see if we do any better. Be fantastic if we did. I don't want to have to come back here periodically to clear that mess up. At some point, that pile will be big enough that the tractor won't be able to get past it, and it'll cause problems. So it's not like we just let it make a mess and then come back later and the mess is, you know, something we clean up and call it good. We may have to. Much better. Okay. And we may also be able to bump up the speed a little bit if it's not doing stoppies on us. A little stuttery right there, but the FPS is good. Right. All the way, baby. All the way in. All the way in. Come on. Huh. Well, that is very disappointing. Let me take a look at our pile over here. I wonder if we can... I don't think you can move a single point. What do you think? Is it worth it? Is it worth it to re-record it? Let's let it run a couple more times. Now this part is working a lot better, and I'll give Courseplay a lot of credit for this. When you're emptying a bunker with Courseplay, it will sort of look back and forth to the left and the right and find. So when it comes in next time, it will, in fact, we'll let it run to confirm. But when it comes in next time, it's either going to grab this right here or this one over here. It actually goes to the silage that is the closest to the entrance. So hard to say, they're just about even. You get what I'm saying. So it will gradually kind of look around and find where the silage is and empty this this bunker very efficiently. But we do need to have it programmed right. We need to have the course laid in correctly to have that result. So, and all of this, like, welcome to Farm Sim. All of this is just to make sure it's running properly. And once we get it sorted, yeah, it's getting more and more screwed up. Okay. This isn't working. So, I hate to do this, but delete course. Right. That's mo better. That's what we need. Right, so let's do this first. Let's confirm our bucket positions. So that is here. So we go loading. Looks about right. Transpo. Looks about right. Pre-unload. Looks about right. Tell you what, let's go a little higher on this one. Right? And a little lower on this one. Okay, feeling better about that. Right. I also want to, I was noticing that on the way out from here, it seems to skirt pretty close to the wall there. I'm going to start from in here as well. Pardon me. So, start course recording. Indeed we will. So then we're going to make a turn. And then right here, I'm going to make our first point, right? That's further in. Right? That's a point, and then I'm going to say we're backing up now, right? Not going to go back nearly as far this time, so we'll stop right there. I'm going forward now, right? Get this up out of the way. So this is how far in we're going, but it's all the way. Can't go any further. So we make that a point. Then we say, I'm backing up here. We back up. Not backing up anymore. And we go forward. We end the course. Right. I'm going to call this, what was it last time? Front Loader, BGA, we'll start with BGA. BGA, front loader, unload. Save that. Alright, and then I'm going to back up a little bit so we don't give it too much to think about. Put it in drive. Drive course. Hop out here. Okay. Still pretty far out, but I can live with it. I love this part, that it calculates where to find the first silage that it will have contact with as far as coming into the bunker. I love it. Right. So we're gonna, pardon me, we're gonna back up a lot less now. Hopefully that'll save some time. Instead of going all the way out toward the pit, the muck pit. All right. Okay, so far so good. Let's run up here. Much better, but not perfect. We couldn't get in any further, so I don't know what could be done about that. Right, let it run a couple cycles. Not going to hit that scaffolding. Nope. Just DGAF. This is why we can't have nice things. Right. So I don't think we can we? I don't think we can edit a course. No. I don't think we can edit a course. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I don't think we can edit a course once it's laid in. Still watching? Still digging it? Think we should try it again? No. Don't do that. Load the course. Right there. You want to try one more time? Not her, I mean you. Should we? Yeah, I mean that's pretty far over. I don't know why I would do that. And this is course play driving right now. This is not me. Does that also, which I really like. When it stops making progress, it goes ahead and jumps into the rest of its course, which is, I think that's super cool that it doesn't just sit there spinning its wheels. It used to do that. That wasn't frustrating. Right. Now where are we going? Okay, this is new. Is it trying to get more silage? What? Hell? I'm, yeah. Really? Yeah. I should have cut my losses and, I don't know, something. 'Cause this has been, it's been a very interesting day. Right. Well, we are making money finally. Of course. There we go. Okay. So far, so good. The reason this is that I'm putting this kind of time into it is we're not teleporting, so if the courseplay isn't working properly, we're just going to have to keep running back and forth from here, or sit here for hours and hours while it unloads, and that's not really, it's not fun, it's not very efficient. Getting courseplay, it is as frustrating as courseplay can be. I have to admit that getting courseplay working is kind of satisfying. I do sort of enjoy it. Textbook. Fantastic. Doing great. Let's see how we do here. I know air brake complicates this quite a bit, because we're running the air brake mod, and, well, they call it hand brake, but it's an air brake, and it can kind of mess things up a little bit. Right. And I have to think Lancyboi, when he built this, you know, with the pit on one side and the, you know, the bunker on one side and the hopper on the other, I have to think he anticipated the whatever difficulties that it would cause. He had to know. Alright. Well, at least we got that going on. Where we're getting it all in the hopper. Right. This is where the healing starts. So it goes all the way over. I'm not sure why it wouldn't just go from the end of one to the beginning of the other. I don't know why it tries to make that extra turn. Ah, okay. See, that time it did it perfectly. Right. I was joking about this being where the healing starts, but maybe it really is. We need one perfect cycle. Yeah, I was texting right there. Yeah, I was. One perfect cycle. So once we get this going, then essentially we'll just let this run in the background and make us money while we do other stuff. And the other stuff that we need to do is fertilize our grass fields. And we'll need to do that until our debt is paid off. We've got 9 days of autumn. We've only got like a dozen fields. So we should be just fine on that as far as time. Oh, yeah, what was that? That was terrible. Yeah, I'll wait till next episode to buy a combine. I don't know what that stuttering and tearing is all about. Smooth, smooth, don't. Oh, God. Oh, game. Oh, game. Is it, I mean, if we give it long enough, is it going to pop past there? right? Like sort of bounce past there. It looks like it wants to. This is so ghetto. So jive. Nope. Right. Folks, I'm going to call it. This has been an absolutely wonderful episode, full of awesome. From beginning to end, this has just been glorious. So thanks for stopping back to check out The Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Farm Simulator 2017. And we'll see you next time. Take care now.